Welcome to the Western MBA video series, where we try to give you actionable insights into the Western MBA program. In this edition, we'll be looking at financial aid and how you can pay for your MBA. So we're going to start today first with the three types of financial aid. Number one, the easiest, student loans. Number two, scholarships. And number three, probably the hardest to get, but easily the most valuable, graduate assistantships. And here's a basic tip. Don't depend on one source of financial aid. Apply for them all and see what happens. So let's take a look at what the Western MBA program offers for financial aid. So we've got the MBA website here. So if you go to the admissions tab and you slide down to tuition and financial aid, you select that and you'll see the tabs down here where we've got tuition for the accelerated MBA, tuition for the traditional MBA, evening MBA, and the weekend. So you can see the costs. We've got everything laid out there, including fees. You'll see we've got career service fees and general fees, etc. So you get a really good example of what costs are in the current academic year. So let's take first a general look at financial aid, and we'll talk about the most common and easiest type of financial aid to get, which is student loans. Now, the reason student loans are the most common and easiest to get are because there aren't grants at the graduate student level. So at the undergrad level, you can get things like Pell Grants and things like that, but at the graduate student level, those don't exist. So what you want to do first is you want to apply to the FAFSA program, which is the Federal Application for Federal Student Aid, or the Financial Aid Application for Federal Student Aid. And then your FAFSA information, once you get that submitted, will be sent to Western. When you are admitted to Western, to the Western MBA program, then you'll get an award letter from Western Washington University describing how much you're eligible for in terms of aid, and then they'll give you a sense of what you're eligible for in terms of student loans. And that's the primary method by which graduate students get financial aid, is federal student loans. So that's primary. You want to start early. Don't wait to be admitted. Do this first, and then when you get admitted, everything is just waiting for you. Keep in mind, if you're starting in the summer, perhaps in the accelerated MBA or the evening MBA, you will need to do two FAFSAs. And the reason for that is that the summer quarter is actually the fourth quarter of the academic year. And so the first quarter being fall, and then winter, and then spring, and then finally summer. So in a sense, when you apply in, say, the fall or the winter of a particular academic year to start that coming summer, you need to fill out the FAFSA so you get summer aid in that current academic year. But then you also need to fill out the FAFSA for the next academic year, the one coming up that would be starting the following September. So don't forget to do that. So lots of good information on this page about the process and what you can do. You can see right here that graduate students do not qualify for federal grants. Right, so we've laid out a whole bunch of stuff here. You can also apply for work study, which is a different type of financial aid. If you are eligible for work study, we will find you a position within the College of Business and Economics, most likely within the MBA program itself. Now, the next type of financial aid is scholarships. We have 5 different scholarships in any given year. And this is approximately each one of these scholarship areas. We may give 2 or 3 different awards within a particular area, depending on what type of funding we have that particular year. Now, none of these scholarships are large enough to be able to pay for your entire education, but they are there to assist. We award them based on merit and need, and we really try to spread them out as best we can to give all students some type of help and aid and assistance in pursuing their MBA. There is a universal application. If you click on this apply button, you go to a universal application. So you fill out one application and it covers all of the scholarship applications. So scholarships are a great way, though they won't possibly pay for all of your schooling. Um, the next and most powerful type of financial aid is a graduate assistant position. You have a video here from Miss Karen Garcia, who's was one of our Western MBA graduate assistants in a previous year, and Karen gives a great description of what being a graduate assistant is like. She was a teaching assistant when she was in the program. So there are a number of different opportunities for graduate assistants. You can be a research assistant, a teaching assistant, or a program assistant. Research assistants work with professors on academic research. Teaching assistants help professors teach classes, and program assistants help professors and program managers deal with the specifics of a particular program. It's very valuable for MBAs to do that because it has such a close relationship with the type of work that MBAs do in the business world. In general, it's either a 10-hour or a 20-hour a week paid position with the university. So you are an employee of the university. As such, you are eligible for a stipend, which is like a salary you get every 2 weeks, as well as a tuition waiver or a half tuition waiver if you are a 10-hour a week graduate assistant, and health insurance. The reason that we call the way we describe graduate assistants is a full graduate assistant if you have 20-hour a week position, a half graduate assistant if you have a 10-hour a week position. Now there is an application process, and you can see it laid out down here. What you want to do is to send an email to the program manager, Dorothy McCoy, with your name, your student number, a resume, your cover letter, and then the MBA graduate assistant application. Now, the reason that you want to do this is so that you can really position yourself for a graduate assistant position. You want to put your best foot forward. You want to tell us why you're the best fit for a particular type of graduate assistant, a research position, a teaching position, or a program assistant position. We are trying to fit MBA students with positions that will be good for them in terms of their career goals, but also their existing skills and abilities. So if you have knowledge, skills, and ability which apply to research or teaching or being a program assistant in terms of project management, event management, assisting department chairs and associate deans with administrative business work of the college, then you want to put that information into your resume and tell us in the cover letter why you think that you're a good fit for those type of positions so that you can be the most competitive that you can be. So that's it. Really 3 different parts to the financial aid puzzle at Western. The FAFSA, so you can get an award letter and get those student loans moving. Apply for the scholarships and apply for a graduate assistantship. Remember, apply, and make us tell you no. So how you would look at this is the financial aid page for your FAFSA and finishing that piece of it. The scholarship page to apply for scholarships, and then the graduate assistant page to apply for the graduate assistants. And we really encourage you that you apply for all of the aid that we have available. So that's it. Thanks for joining us for the Western MBA video series. Good luck on your application, and I hope we see you in the classroom. Take care.